It's been said many times over that a bad day of fishing is better than a good day at the office, and that can certainly be true for a sunny day in Cypress Hills Interprovincial Park. Fishermen and fisher ladies have several options to try and catch the big one, including Elkwater Lake for perch or pike, and Spruce Coulee, Reeser Lake, Bull's Head, or Michelle Reservoir for trout. But as always, there are some things to keep in mind.
On Spruce Coulee and Reeser Lake, you're allowed to catch trout. There's no limit. On Elkwater Lake, however, you can keep up to 5 pike. Each water body has its own sort of set of rules, and that's meant to preserve the fishery and keep it so everyone can enjoy it. My recommendation is before you go fishing on any body of water, check the Alberta Sports Fishing Regulations, and in there you should be able to find your zone, and then your lake, and then what the limits or fishing regulations might apply. Bull's Head is in fact a sports trophy fishery, so you're allowed to keep one over 50 centimeters. So the fish there do tend to grow a little bit larger, and you gotta put some of them back.
Chris says fishing in the hills is definitely a family affair, especially for beginners.
So if you're looking into getting into fishing or just want to try it for the first time or introduce your kids, coming out, use our gear, it really is a fantastic way to get outside and enjoy some Mother Nature. Because you can get little tiny fishing rods like Dora the Explorer or Iron Man, depending upon your child's preference. And those usually come with like a little casting weight. So you can get them started pretty young. I've seen kids fishing as young as 3 or 4. And then as they get older and you feel comfortable, you can start moving into reel hooks and reel lures and so on and so forth. The little tiny rods, great, especially if you want to get your kid into fishing to start off with. The casting weights are usually pretty cool too, and you can just start casting with them on dry land until you feel like they're comfortable and they can, start putting on hooks and going onto open water.
For the most part, water bodies in the Cypress Hills are open to fishing all year, with the exception of one.
There is a closure on Elkwater Lake in the spring to allow for the pike to spawn. Most other lakes, Spruce Coulee, Reeser, because they're stock lakes, they're open all year long.
To start fishing in the hills, Chris says participants do need to have a wildlife identification number or WIN card, as well as a sports fishing license, which can be found at albertarealm.com. For more details about fishing in the Alberta Cypress Hills, you can contact the Visitor Centre at 403-893-3833 or cypresshills.com. For ShawTV and MedicineHat, I'm Christy Pick.